Story Ereshkigal, Queen of Hell Irkalla. Ereshkigal is the queen of the underworld Irkalla in Mesopotamian mythology. As a child, Ereshkigal was kidnapped by Kur, a giant dragon of the abyss, to Irkalla and imprisoned by him there, where she grew up. Later, Kur fought a landslide with the water god Enki. The final war ends with Kur being defeated and killed by Enki. Ereshkigal took the opportunity to become the master of the Irkalla underworld, residing in the Ganzir palace. She is the older sister of the goddess of love, beauty and battle. The relationship between two sisters is a prominent theme in Mesopotamian mythology, showing the contrast between Inanna, queen of heaven, and Ereshkigal, queen of hell. Anecdotes say that, for unknown reasons, Inanna journeyed to Irkalla to meet Ereshkigal. Hell has 7 gates. Neti, the gatekeeper of the underworld, by order of the queen, forced Ishtar to go through 7 gates of the underworld, and every time she passed through a gate, she forced Inanna to take off an item on her body. When she passed through the 7 gates and met her sister Ereshkigal, Ishtar had no protection left and was easily killed by Ereshkigal and the 7 judges of hell, hanging her body on a hook in the underworld. Without Ishtar, the world is out of balance. Nishubur then discussed with Enki to free Ishtar. Enki created a creature, commanding it to carry the water of life to the underworld to free Ishtar. Infused with energy from the divine water, Ishtar's soul returned to her body, and the goddess returned to earth, collecting the items she left behind when passing through the 7 gates. Later, Ereshkigal took Inanna's husband, god Dumuzid, to the underworld instead. Another story is that when there was a party in heaven, the gods invited Ereshkigal to attend. The goddess sent Namtar a messenger instead. During the party, Namtar was respected and treated very kindly by the gods. But Nergal, the god of epidemics and natural disasters, son of the god Enlil, or according to genealogy, her uncle, insulted Namtar. Hearing the news, Ereshkigal thought that what he did was also disrespectful to him. Ereshkigal and the gods forced Nergal to go to the underworld to apologize to Ereshkigal. Nergal was hated by the gods before. Nergal marched to Irkalla with 14 imps. As before, the gatekeeper Neti, on Ereshkigal's orders, only allowed Nergal to pass through the 7 gates of hell when he was deprived of one thing at each gate. But because Nergal had brought the imps with him, he did not have to take off his clothes, but at each gate just handed over the 2 imps. When arriving at Ganzir Palace, Nergal preserved his strength and remained arrogant, easily defeating both Namtar and Ereshkigal. But Ereshkigal loved Nergal and treated him like a distinguished guest. Nergal still refused. But finally, after a while, by a special trick, Ereshkigal also gained Nergal's affection. When the time expires, Nergal returns to heaven. Ereshkigal, missing his lover, threatened to open the gates of the underworld if the gods did not let Nergal go to Irkalla. And as a result, Nergal was pushed down again. Nergal accepted Ereshkigal's love on the condition that he cede the underworld throne to him. And Ereshkigal agreed. Nergal became king of, and the 2 gods married, meaning Ereshkigal lost little power. He only stayed in Irkalla every half year, the other half Nergal returned to live in the earthly world. And then returned to his wife. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.